Hello everyone, it is Olivia Grace. I am back with another video for you guys, and today I'm talking about the God state. I've been talking about this in my past few videos, and I wanted to elaborate on it by itself and just give you kind of an overview of what it is. So the God state is exactly what it sounds like. You manifest from the state of knowing that you are God of your reality. If you are religious, I'll tell you right now, this video is not for you. It's honestly not opposing to what religion says. There's actually a lot of facts in the Bible and facts in religious texts that support this idea, but it can be offensive to people that are more religious than spiritual. But if you are spiritual, you're in the right place. So if you are spiritual, then you know that you are a manifestation of God. Everything is a manifestation of God. So basically our human lives are us incarnated into human bodies to have human experiences, human emotions, human lives as with a God presence within us. But we are unaware of this God presence for majority of our lives. This is what people call sleeping, just not being quote unquote woke. I really kind of hate that term, but that is when you're unaware of your God self and you are going through your life as if you are 100% human and are nothing more than that. But whether you know it or you don't know it, the God self is within you and it is running your life, and you can give attention to that and also create from that. If you think about trying to create things, especially with manifestation, which is using mind power, if you think about creating things from a human standpoint, then of course it's hard because you're human. You have limited abilities, limited things that you can do, but a God we know is limitless and can do anything and everything. So when you come from that state, your manifestations come that much quicker because that's the state that you're coming from. So how do you actually get into the God state? The first thing is to give attention to that. You are remembering. You already are this. It's not something that you have to become. It's not something that you are not. It's just who you are truly underneath the layers of everything that's been put on top, underneath basically all the lies and the character that you are playing on earth. My character is Olivia Grace, but that is not who I am inside. Your character is your name. You may be a husband, you may be a teacher, you may be, whatever, but underneath all of that, you are the divine self. And the way to remember that is to constantly remember that. And you have to, it's almost like when you're dreaming, when you become lucid in your dream and you awaken in your dream and you realize that you're dreaming, if you don't continue to remind yourself that you are dreaming, you will fall back into the dream. So even if you've become lucid, you can still fall back into the dream, and the dream can kind of take you whichever way, it goes. The same thing happens in real life. If you are awakened and you awaken to your God self, you may know that, you may create from that, but you can easily get back asleep or back into unawareness of who you truly are, because we're here to experience the human life. So it's supposed to be believable. It's supposed to be, it's what we can feel. It's what we can touch. It's what we know. But you have to kind of override that belief in your mind and know that you are coming from your God state. So you want to remind yourself of that every day. There are specific meditations that you can do that put you into the God state. I can actually link some for you guys that actually helped me a lot. And this is what I used, you guys, to change my life in about a month. Once I started using this to manifesting from the state instead of trying to manifest the thing, everything sped up a lot quicker for me, because the things that you want, you're still really trying to manifest a state. You think that it's a thing that you want. For me, it was quitting my job. It wasn't so much that I just wanted to quit my job. I wanted freedom. That was the state that I was after. So becoming my God self, realizing myself as my God self, put me into the state of being free, put me in the state of knowing that I can have anything. Which brings me to the next point, which is to know that your desires are done. This is always going to speed up your manifestation. The quicker you do this is something else they call letting go of your desire. This is like the juice. This is what brings your manifestation from your mind to your reality. And that is being able to know that your desires are done. a lot of manifestation techniques are actually kind of affirming that it's not done, because you're doing this thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And every time you do that thing, you're affirming to yourself that it's not done yet. It's not done. So when you know that it's done, if you think about how a God would manifest, it would be easy. It would be effortless. It would be kind of the snap of a finger. You know, when God created the universe, he didn't sit down and script about it for 30 days and then, you know, make a vision board of the different galaxies. Like, he just knew it was done, and it was done. And that's the power that gods have. And obviously for us in this limited human body, we're not really just gonna like think it and it happens, but we can get closer to that when the more in tune we become with our God self. So know your desires are already done. And it's kind of simple to do that, but not easy, because you're still in your 3D reality. You're still seeing things as what they are. And that's where we get thrown off. That's where we say, oh, it's not working. You know, I don't see a difference. I don't have what I want yet, so it must not be working. But when you know that your desires are done, this brings me to the last point. You accept everything as part of the unfolding. This is another huge part about manifesting, guys, that throws people off, because we assume, okay, I want to manifest this thing. And we assume that us manifesting it is going to look like this happening, then this happening, and then this happening, and then our manifestation. So when it doesn't happen like that, it happens in some sporadic different way that we don't think that we want, or we don't think is what we created. We decide in that moment, oh, well, I guess it's not happening. And then in turn, it doesn't happen. So I talked about this in another video too, is to accept everything as perfect. When you accept everything as perfect, it manifests as perfect. And a lot of people will listen to that and say, but it's not perfect. It's not what I want. I don't have the thing that I'm looking for. I don't have the thing that I want. But can you see how thinking that, vibrating like that, being like that is creating a reality in which you do not have what you want? You have to be able to assume perfection in your reality, accept perfection in your reality, accept that even though this doesn't look like what I thought, it's still working out in my favor. It's still unfolding in a way that is going to be pleasing to me. When you can accept that, then you give your reality permission to continue to unfold in a way that does manifest perfection for you, that does manifest exactly what you want. All right, guys, so this is just like a little touch on the God state, and just to try it, give attention to it. Give attention to the fact that, wait, I am God in a human body. I am God being expressed as this person. There's nothing I can't create. That which cannot fail is within me. So what can I really not do? When you really think of that, you don't feel intimidated by your desires. A lot of people look at things, you know, money, houses, you know, cars, even manifesting healing in yourself. And it's like your desire intimidates you because you feel like it's so much bigger than you. But when you realize that you are the ultimate bigness, you are the ultimate one, what can be bigger than you? And when you manifest from that state, it's easy for you to know that your desires are done. It's so much. I do have resistance sometimes and I release it, but I come up across like maybe half the amount, if even more, of resistance than I was in the past, because I know that my desires are done because I know myself. And then accepting everything as the part of the unfolding. This also helps reduce resistance and helps you just allow your desire to come in, because you're accepting everything as part of the unfolding rather than, oh, this is going wrong, this is going wrong, this is going wrong. All right, so that's what I have for you guys today on the God state. If you enjoyed this video, like it, share it. If you are interested in coaching and you need help manifesting some greatness into your life, I will have a link in the description to book a one-on-one call with me. And I'll also link the meditation that I use to get into the God state for you guys to use for yourselves. Other than that, you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.